What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. How y'all doing, everybody out there? Just me again. Uh, Greg and a few of the other guys from the studio is out in Tennessee. Hope y'all having a good old time. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all, Greg, Ralph, Lorianne, um, and they peoples. You know, Katie Cat and Ralph. I'm sorry, I forgot your old lady's last or first name. It happens. Got my new little Halloween piece, and I think it's awesome that with the green screen, all you see is just the ghost outline. That's a beast. Mm, mm. So how everybody doing out there tonight? For the nobody who's watching, it's all right. Somebody gonna see this shit someday. Um, I was gonna get into this whole war shit first, but I just I got tagged by one of my boys, uh, Big Grape. He runs his own podcast and stuff, but he tagged me in this article on Facebook, and it says law enforcement sees jumper cables used to execute dogs that lost dog fights, as well as a device used to impregnate female pit bulls. This was a motherfucking Pentagon agent. He did this shit for 20 years. Pentagon official arrested running pit bull fighting ring for 20 fucking years. 20 years. Y'all, I mean, I'm in the animal rescue. I'm totally against that shit. But I'm also believing, people paying their dues and serving their time. They fucked Mike Vick over. They fucked Mike Vick over. Drug his name through the fucking mud. Cost him thousands. Now, I ain't saying he didn't deserve, a swift kick in the ass. But that motherfucker paid his dues, and he's still, dealing with that shit. A Pentagon motherfucking agent? Fuck this motherfucker. They should slather his ass in whatever kind of fucking gravy, butt naked, in a pit of fucking pit bulls. Let him fight his way the fuck out. Fuck him. Fucking piece of shit. Oh, they don't even got his name on there. I don't know if it'd be legal for me to put his name on there, but look that shit up. Happy Wednesday, Megan. Oh my God, that pisses me off. Especially with all the fucking animals that people are just dumping today and shit. And all right. So we got World War III on our hands, people. If y'all don't realize it. A lot of people are saying this is some biblical prophecy type shit. Uh there's a lot of different views on it. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck's going on. Because I wasn't really too sure about what was going on until I started digging deep into it. I was like, oh, this shit is real. Forgive the train in the background. It runs every once in a fucking whatever. My luck, that bitch will fucking fall off the rail or some shit right down the street. So, doing a little research on this. I think I remember doing some research on this back in the day also. Um, and there's been fighting over in the litter box for forever. Them people fucking constantly fucking fighting over dumb shit. But well, in my eyes, it's dumb shit. It's like I tell everybody else. We take for granted our freedoms and shit that we have here in America. It ain't like that in other cultures and other worlds, whether we think it's right or wrong. That's the way they do business. You just got to suck it up. But these people have been fighting over chunks of the litter box forever. Forever. So if you want to go biblical, um, it kind of goes all the way back to Abraham and Ishmael, uh, where Ishmael and his mama got banished over some jealous bullshit into the desert. Um, that's comic book shit. I mean, it's part of their history, kind of, but what we're taught here or the information that we got on hand, that comes from the comic book, and you know how I feel about that. So I went into some more plausible things, and the big World War I in Europe, and how they wanted to split up the Ottoman Empire fairly, so everybody got their own chunk. And the British were out there, and they promised the Palestinians so much shit. They promised the Jews so much shit. That's how they promised the Jewish people some land. That's when the whole people started coming in. It had some shit to do with the Indian Army and apartheid and all that stuff. There's a lot of different factors going on there, but it was ultimately uh, where that was going. It was a bunch of lies from the British, and when everything hit the fan, everybody was bitching, "Oh, this is my land. This is my land. This and this and that." Y'all can't live on the same street. Y'all can't live on the same street. How many times y'all got to play the Allah or rub that fucking wall or put your head on a stone or whatever the fuck you guys do to realize that he ain't whoever the fuck you praying to ain't coming back. Not just yet, anyways. Y'all gonna kill each other. Y'all and the bad thing is they're talking about all the babies, the beheading of the babies, and they're talking about the murders and the rapes and the stuff from the Palestinian side. Again, and I'll tell you the reason why I feel this way. I'm not taking any side just yet. I ain't saying right or wrong, and people might think I'm fucked up for that, but we'll get into that in a minute. So y'all have been fucking fighting and murdering and or y'all see this shit and it's all Palestinian shit. But y'all don't realize that the Jews do that shit too. When it comes down to warfare over there, it's real warfare. They don't give a fuck. There isn't no war crimes. I got into this with my show over, what were the real Jews or Jewish people doing in the time of when the rise of the Reich. What that they just didn't spark off, because the Germans were racist or didn't just like brown people or whatever. Because then it, it wasn't nothing like that. They just, the nothing like that. But anyways, that ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. The Jews do it too in their warfare. We just don't see it because we're allies. Ain't nobody here innocent. Ain't nobody in this conflict, at least through my eyes, innocent. I mean, honestly, just from maps and timelines that I looked at, ah, that property don't look like it's too much Jewy or belongs Jewy. Just saying, facts are facts. Whatever agreements or whatever they got going on there or had going on there. Ooh, y'all didn't like that? I see my camera got blurred out a little bit. Um, whatever they had going on or agreements, that's neither here nor there. I'm just talking about the facts and looking at maps and where people. But either way, y'all all the same fucking people. What the fuck? All these years, all these millennia. I mean, I bitch about it over here in America with the whole racism shit and all this, the Native American land and all this other bullshit. You know, all right, it happened. It was bad. We get it. Fucking, can you get over it? You gotta murder generations upon generations of people. Wonder why you live the way you fucking live. Wrong. We paint pictures of the litter box like it's all fucking little huts or little stands, this that, or it's like, barely. There's a lot of rich fucking countries out there in the litter box. But those are killing. Those aren't the ones that they're killing. Oh, look, I see my internet's all fucking up. I sound like Robocop. Yeah, it probably because I'm talking what they don't want to hear. Every time I start talking some shit, it's weird. The algorithm starts fucking me up. Let's see. All right. Well, anyways, like I was saying, we're gonna just keep rolling and see how it goes. Um, I don't think any of this is right. I don't think any of this is right. You know, um, and I think there's outlying issues going on there too, because I feel like this is another Desert Storm. I don't know if it's just the way my mind works or whatever. I started seeing articles about how Biden pretty much fucked us on depleting the oil reserves and not replenishing them. So yeah. So then you start thinking about some articles that you see a few weeks back, and Biden, or it's not, but a little bit longer than a few weeks back, Biden begging the Saudis and all that shit for oil, making deals and shit. So we just gave him $6 billion fucking dollars. We're gonna switch over because this internet thing is not coming up. So we're gonna switch over and see if that'll work. Yeah, I have a backup plan sometime. So see if we can't switch that over. Something fucking weird. Give me a quick second. How? I don't know what the fuck it is. Should be Wi-Fi. Near mobile hotspot network. All right, we're gonna try this without fucking everything up. I hope we're there. We should have all kind of internet now. So if it don't come back on, that means they just stopping me. All right. So we're gonna close this out. All right. So um the reason why I feel the way I feel and I don't pick a side on this shit is because look at what the fuck we did with Ukraine. Everybody was all gung ho about Ukraine. Everybody was support Ukraine, support, and look at where the fuck it got us. That everything that Alex Jones, everything that Donald Trump, everything that we was warning you about. That corrupt motherfucking government over there with that committee. We supported them. We still supporting them. And now we gotta send motherfucking troops over to Israel. And don't forget, we got troops going over to motherfucking Haiti. Over we got we are at world war and nobody realizes it because it's just at that beginning part. Now here's what's interesting. So the Israelis, they going through the weaponry, they trying to take back, the Gaza Strip, this and that. Which at this point, I mean, they're talking about nuking Gaza. They're literally, and it's the female. There's a female defense something or other. She's all for nuking fucking Gaza, wiping it the fuck out, and everything around it, and they don't give a fuck. I mean, honestly, and I do not condone that shit, but why not drop a hydrogen bomb or some shit like that? The H bomb, whatever the one that it just sucks out the air, kills all the life, leaves the property. Rebuild, throw your Mickey D's up, whatever the fuck. I mean, honestly, I just if you're gonna fucking do it, have some kind of gain out of it, as sucky as it is. I mean, kind of got to look at every silver lining. But anyways, so they're looking through their ammo and their military shit, trying to figure out how Hamas ended up with all this shit. They're backed by Saudi Arabia, who, remember, we just begged for fucking oil. And what kind of weaponry they got? They got American weaponry. You know what? Different. Wow. Fuck. That ain't the algorithm, whoever is fucking with, you know, it's just the news. It's on your same internet as I'm on. So, anyways, and they trace these weapons back to the Ukraine. They were sold to whoever by the Ukrainian government. So some people think it's NATO. Uh, that's where our money going. That's what we support. So getting over to that end of the world, there's been rumors for a while. They even said it about Kim Jong Un or Il or whatever that little pudgy fucker's name is. Um, there's always rumors about how this person's dying or this person's sick or this person, whatever. Fuck. So supposedly Vladimir Putin has been sick and he's like on his deathbed. And I think I read this in the New York Times or New York Post, one of them, New York something or other. He ain't been letting anybody see him for real. Like, he didn't even go to a so-called birthday party or some shit like that. There's nevertheless, they're saying he ain't got much to live. I don't know how much I believe that. Um, Vladimir Putin is a very public person. He's always out there making his speeches or whatever and this and that. Now they are saying something about body doubles and that type of shit. I don't know, man. Vladimir Putin, for being his age, I mean, he was 71, looking like he was in his 50s. Um, He'd take all kind of martial arts. He was a KGB man. Like Vladimir Putin wasn't nothing to fuck with. Ain't nothing to fuck with. But just think of that. Just think of the implications of that. Now, supposedly, according to this article, he had no plans for a successor. He got no instructions for anybody. He ain't taught, he ain't telling anybody anything as far as that goes. And he's at war. You don't think that motherfucker won't drop a nuke? Y'all keep pissing him off? Or if he is really fucking dying, y'all think about that shit? If Vladimir Putin is really fucking dying, that man has nothing to lose. He got no family in Russia. He moved them fuckers out before this whole shit popped off. They're somewhere in Germany or Switzerland or some shit like that. Nothing to lose. And don't forget, and over there in locked one time, we were over there. Big circle going on there. Some seems shady. Some seems real shady. Even the dogs in the neighborhood, they think it's shady. Yeah, woof 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 woof. So what I'm thinking, man, is, and I've said this a couple of times, because you notice Joe Biden is all gung ho, and he's still thinking he's gonna make president, but he ain't campaigning, and he's making some real fucked up decisions. It goes back to what I think about wartime powers. I feel like when it comes down to it, no matter who the candidate for the other side is, he is going to enact wartime powers or whatever because we will be at war, and he's going to stay in presidency, controlled by whoever's running the fucking shit now. So, getting getting back to the White House, we got the squad. Finally, somebody said something to these dumbasses. Now, again, I ain't picking a side until I really see what's going on, but it's really not looking good for the Palestinians. I'm gonna just say that right now. Um, but you know, hey, uh, Rashida Tlaib, Ocasio Cortez, um, well, we knew Elon Omar's ass was gonna say something. They got the nerve to be hanging Palestinian flags outside their doors and shit as of their Congress or wherever the fuck they're at. Who the look? That's worse than going into the middle of the dog pound with the motherfucking Steelers jersey on. What the fuck is wrong with you people? And then to be on public, supporting this and that. Come on, man. Look, right or wrong, America's my team. I root for my team. I might bitch or whatever. Yeah, we this ain't right. We ain't doing it. But hey, this is my team. You an American. You don't, dude, man. And I know there's a lot of innocents out there, a lot of innocent Palestinians that didn't want nothing to do with this. Because again, I looked at the map, And most of these folks was living together peacefully. It's just this little group of fuck ups that said, hey, no, this all belongs to us. No, this belongs to us. And all this shit was cool fucking 4 or 5 years ago. All this shit was cool 4 or 5 years ago. You know, somebody actually got a fucking Nobel Peace Prize for how cool it was 4 or 5 years ago. I ain't gonna say what name it is, but it's a gentleman who liked to wear a nice red ball cap. So I say some ain't right. Some ain't right. And I feel like, you know, our government got its dick in the whole situation. And what needs to happen is we need to step the fuck back. Because Israel supposedly has one of the most elite militaries aside from the Americans or whatever. You know, they're a force too, and they got a bunch of shit going on. So that ain't none of our business. That ain't none of our business. We need to just step the fuck back and let this shit finally be over with. If the Palestinians win, fuck it. It's the Palestinians. If the Israelis win, fuck it. It's the Israelis. And then cut the shit the fuck off, start from scratch, and become a real civilization. This going back every fucking generation to some shit that happened decades and centuries ago is a degradation in any country. You know, I'll give the Native Americans for an example. Land was taken. There was white people came in, land was taken. Y'all lost the game. We'll put it in the form of a game. Y'all played all these games, these football games against all the other tribes and won. Home field advantage. Now some fucking, you know, some outside fucking division comes in and you just weren't up to the par. You lost the game. People think Native Americans have to stay on reservations. No, they can walk right across the street and go to regular school and go to regular colleges and get regular jobs and have regular lives just like a regular fucking American. And again, you still have a couple of them assholes out there. You know, I get it. You know, there's a couple of, oh, fuck the Indians, this and that. Yeah, you'll have that. Just like, you know, I don't understand what, you know, black folks, same thing. Some fucked up shit happened. There's some, yeah, we admit it. We admit it. Some fucked up shit happened. You know, it happened to us. It happened to y'all. It happened to a lot of folks. We have come so far, and then we just let the dumbest shit take us right back to fucking where it was, and then nobody even knows what the fuck it was even about. So, Biden building border walls. But the DOJ is saying that they don't need to. The one time the DOJ is saying, or the Homeland Security people are saying that they don't need the walls, and they don't agree with Biden. Biden saying that they don't need the walls. The Homeland Security saying now they need the walls, and nobody was talking about that little auction, but now it come out. Everybody know he sold all the shit for the wall. Where the fuck that money coming from? And he's talking about, well, we had to spend this money on this and this and that. And now, just remember, when that little 20 miles he gonna put up gets put up, because watch how quick it gets put up once it all gets rolling. Best believe it'll get put up before the end of the election. It's going to be Biden's border wall. And it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great fucking thing. There will be no racism involved. There will be none of that. None of that. There's going to be none of that involved. Watch. Just watch. Nobody talking about the kids that's missing in Maui no more. You notice that? Yeah, I ain't heard too much of shit about the kids from Maui. They just gone. They just gone. Oprah's laying low. Rock's laying low. Gone. Not even to talk about it. No more nothing in the media about it. So we started talking last week about how shit's so fucked up that they finally officially put out the name of the dude who killed Tupac or whatever. So I read today in an article that that motherfucker had agreements with the FBI 14 years ago. Supposedly, well, they got him in Nevada now. The big thing was it wasn't that he made these agreements. It wasn't that the FBI was involved in this whole shit. It was none of that. The whole deal of it is whether that holds up in a Nevada court because the deal was made in California. I kind of like this blurred out thing. Just don't fuck with the internet again, Mr. Algorithm. Yeah, it's weird that I said something and I get clear again. I feel like even though I'm alone, I got a co-host. It's Mr. Algorithm. So he's obviously said hi a couple times. Ugh. So I'm sitting here and just hitting different news articles. And I guess there's a video going back around. It's an old video from 2012. I thought it was kind of odd here. And I kind of agree with the sentiment, but also I'm a firm believer there's a time and a place for shit like this. But I mean, they felt strongly about it. And if you feel strong about something, you do what you do. We have the right to protest. I will never deny that to people, but you don't have the right to be acting a fool. Um, and before I go to this, this picture behind me is part of Gaza. That's what's left. Fucking wipe it clean. Wipe it clean. Start from scratch. As long as the U.S. stays the fuck out of it. None of our goddamn business no more. Yeah, we might have interest in there, this and that. Get our people the fuck out of there. Wait a minute. Before we get to this article, a friend of mine, Lex Vegas, was talking about this. Floyd Mayweather talking about he's sending a plane with supplies and medical shit and all that stuff to the Israeli people down in Gaza. Um, I love the sentiment if it was real. If it was real, if that was from his heart and he just didn't know, uh, I feel for you, brother. Good looking out. That's love right there. But as a publicity stunt, you're an asshole. Ain't nobody flying no fucking planes over there. That airspace is closed. The fuck is wrong with you? And then even if it wasn't, who is you flying that plane? They cutting babies' fucking heads off. Would you just gonna swoop down and just drop that shit? The fuck is wrong with you? Oh, there goes Mr. Algorithm again. Ugh. So, like I was saying, um, back to this article, it says, "What the fuck's going on here?" Resurface video, and it don't say what the fuck, it says WTF. Um, Resurface video from 2012 shows white South African students wearing blackface because they believe they're victims of discrimination. So, and this is from the Atlanta Black Star. Um, Article is October 10th, 2023, just for anybody who want to look into this shit. Now, I'm gonna just paraphrase the whole thing because it's a pretty lengthy article. But pretty much these South African kids. Now, mind you, it's Africa, it's black folks. Well, part of it. There's still a big population of white folks. Like British people there, but predominantly black folks, the motherland. So these white kids are trying to get into this veterinary school, and I guess only 105 kids or something like that get accepted into this school every year, and only 22 of the kids who applied ever got in. Or at least that's the way that the whole article sounds, the way it's written. And they feel like because they're not black, they're getting passed up, which is quite possibility. Everybody wants to look at racism from the other side over here in America, but there's a total opposite of us. Total opposite. So I'm looking into this and I'm like, I'm okay. I see where these kids are coming from. Because it's opposites. I try to keep an open mind. And I start reading some more. I'm like, it's a veterinary school. I mean, really, guys. Um, I mean, it's not right, but this blackface for a veterinary school, that's, that's doing a little much, don't you think? Um, but if true, because it goes on and to the bottom it states, a lot of these people came in at the wrong time, so or they didn't have the right credentials or qualifications to get into the class, and if they were told that if they take this other class, just one more class, that they could get into the program. Well, that ain't racism, fuckface. That ain't warning no fucking blackface. That none of that. It's a big fucking fail there, guys. Now I can understand if you took the other class. I can understand if you did whatever the requirements were. Cause sometimes, hey, you might have fucking 1,000% over here, but this one thing that counts, you got a 4. Shit fucking happen. Go take the class. Now, if you went through all that and you still got looked past, then hey, do what the fuck you want. Come the fuck on. I mean, we got the same shit going on here in America. The littlest dumb shit. Oh, that's racist. Oh, that's no. You didn't make the qualifications. The fuck, man. I can't be the only one who sees this shit. But yeah, so this is the University of Pretoria, which sounds fake. Wasn't that on Family Guy? I feel like that was on Family Guy. Pretoria was a country that Peter Griffin found. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty fucking sure about it. Yeah, and yeah. This whole fucking shit with fucking uh um, Um, what thing my shoes up there. And go about you know say open a year later. So I'm awful. I'm and holy shit, they totally booted me offline. Just because I said I backed the police? Jesus Christ. Let me finish fucking talking, assholes. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, cop beats homeless veteran and jokes about it. DOJ opens investigation a year later. Look, y'all fucking up. Y'all fucking up. I mean, and you assholes out there are making it bad for the last few good cops there are out there. Y'all making it dangerous for the good cops that are out there. You guys are the fucking reason why people are fucking hating cops. The fuck is wrong with you? I don't even know if I can get this article on because my internet died on this shit. Let me see if I can pull it. This fucking infuriates me. It ain't even letting me click on this shit. I'm back online. And that's trending in Yahoo News. Motherfucker. They won't even let me bring that shit up. So I'm gonna do a little research on that. We might talk about that on the next show there. Um, I'm gonna end with this since it seems like the Mr. Algorithm ain't feeling me tonight. So in November, I should have had the fucking thing to put up there. But go on my Facebook page. I'm gonna share it on Upside Down Studios Facebook page too. In November coming up here, uh, I'm gonna be doing a show with Andrew Bryan and the guys Situation Changers up in Cleveland. Exotic Cuisine. We're doing another comedy contest. The link is there for tickets. You get a discount if you use my promo code on there. Go to my Facebook page and check that shit out. I'll also repost it on Upside Down Studios. That's coming up here in November. I'll be up at Sacred Waters Kava Bar on the 27th. We're gonna have a big Halloween comedy show out there. Come and check us out there. I believe that's just gonna be $5. Um, and I'll keep you posted on wherever else we're gonna be. John Huff and them got some shows coming up. Go check him out. And yeah, that being said, sorry for the fucked up stream. You know, Mr. Algorithm just don't agree with me sometimes, even though I got two different internets running. So, yeah, before y'all pick a side on this whole Israeli thing, uh, do your research and man, pray for them people to whatever God you pray to, because that's some fucked up shit going on out there. Y'all be good to each other. I'm out.